What's going on, Dragon Brawlers? Scott Sedman here from London Players Guild, and today I'm joined by Peter,
Alos.
and we're breaking down the Divine Multiverse and giving you our top 7 black non-SR cards, guys. Non-SR. The SR video is coming. We trust, please. We get it. You want SRs. But this is the non-expensive cards. Oh, I shouldn't say that after Topper. Shall
Yeah,
we?
Toppo was not exactly cheap.
No, he wasn't. Although he is getting a reprint, so, someone was right about that if you watch our
It's
prediction
also
video.
not going to be cheap.
No. Um,
Those reprints didn't lower the census price at all.
hmm.
It was the starter decks and expert decks that lowered the census price.
So, find out next time how much Topper will be. um,
In July.
oh my god, it's I say it's close, but it's not. But it's also
It's
we're all
4 months, yeah.
inside, so you never know when we emerge from our cocoons. It might be time
With
for.
our beards to the waist.
Is Draftbox 5 legal, sir? Son,
No, it's not. I'm sorry.
Hakai. No. Anyway,
Okay.
that's us being weird. That's out of the way. Let's start with our number 7, which is kind of our theme for these. We just put two things together and hope it
I
works.
think this one we have two positions like that, and one is more than two things.
But
A hint for people.
spoilers. Number 7 is Vegeta.
Enraged,
Yep.
Enraged Eminence Vegeta.
Yes.
And final mission.
Right. So, do you want to run them down why we built these two cards together and what they do individually? I guess would be
So,
wise.
Enraged Eminence Vegeta, they're both on the list for the same reason. They are anti-mill cards that can be used with essentially any timing by any deck. They are very similar in the way that Enraged Eminence Vegeta is a 3-drop 20k. When you play this card, you can choose 3 battle cards with energy cost between 3 and 7 in your drop area and place them at the bottom of your deck. This card gets critical and dual attack. Against decks like Milnemba, this is absolutely amazing. Don't think we're going to see Milnemba anytime soon, but just generally against mill decks, you put 3 cards back into your deck.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Key is one of the cards you can put back, which is important. The card doesn't check for colors like Hachiak cards do. You don't need to put black battle cards back into your deck. You can put any battle cards back into your deck. Doesn't check for the leader, doesn't check for anything. Final mission works the same way, but it costs 4. It's an extra card, and you need to put 4 battle cards with cost between 3 and 7 from your drop area to the bottom of your deck, and then you kill all of your opponent's cards with 20,000 power or less. I think you send them to warp. I actually don't have a card in front of me.
Well, whatever it does, it's pretty good.
The important bit is you play it just to be able to put the cards back in the bottom of your deck.
And
I think that's
yeah.
that's the most important thing you do
And
with those cards.
something we can see with this black set is not like Silver Bullets past like TN and Tau, but these cards are introduced and they're an answer of sorts. If Janemba gets out of hand, these cards can come into play, and we'll talk about our number 5 slot, which also checks a card.
So does number 4.
Yeah.
So does number 3.
So like black seems to be introducing stuff where it's like they're not specifically like Kuranoa, which is like fuck you, Shigesh. But
I mean, black goes back to its roots where it started as a utility color.
I think that's good. I really like black being in that position as much, and
Uh,
we know it's not staying that because set 10 is gonna give us some nice actual black cards to get our hands down and dirty with.
Yeah, but it's for me it became a bit like black cards, even a black deck, I don't think should be mono black. That's one thing that was always a bit iffy for me. But that's
Okay.
a different type of
That's a different
discussion.
topic for a different day. So
Yeah.
our number 6 is Bolarator, the ball
Bionic
boy.
Butler. Yes. Bionic Butler balls.
Yes.
He's a 2-drop 15k. Oh, sorry, do you want to run for it?
I mean, by all means, sir. By all means, you take it. You
It's a
handle my
counter-
balls.
Okay, I will. So he's a counter attack. You negate the attack, play this card, then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with cost of 1 and send it to its owner's warp. It's nothing much. It's a negate that removes a 1-drop from board, but it's a 15k attacker, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, it's
It's
fine.
good against aggro decks. And that's pretty much the main reason why it's here.
Yeah, and it's not limited to a deck. Like, it can go in any
Yes.
deck. So again, black being utility, adding stuff in like that, it's kind of good. Like, and it warps it so it doesn't fill up a sparking thing. Like, not that that's
Yeah.
too relevant, but it might be. You never know. Number 5, though, this is the one where we're really talking about utility.
I mean, that's the one that everyone talks about, right?
Right. Number 5
Geron,
is
survival of the
Geron!
fittest.
Ah, it's so good. I'm gonna +4 from you playing Gogeta 7.
Do you want to run down the card then?
I mean, yeah, I kind of do. I just need to find it because I'm totally not on that page.
Okay. Geron is a 2-drop 15,000 power with counterplay. Play this card, draw 1 card, and cards in your hand can't be returned to your deck by your opponent's skills for the turn. Which means if you played this in response to Gogeta 7 or Zeno,
Yeah, Chain Zeno, still a thing.
yep, you draw 1 card, and then your opponent resolves the effect. Your cards can't be removed, but you resolve as much of the effect as you can. In case of Gogeta, you draw 3. In case of Zeno, you draw 5.
Yep. So by all means, give me more cards.
Yes, I think existence of this card might make it so Zeno and Gogeta won't see play at all, because if you play into this, you're losing the game.
I mean, yeah, because the point of dropping Gogeta 7 is I'm going to reduce your hand down to 3 and swing at you with this triple strike beast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you usually drop 2 cards to play it.
Yeah.
And crit alive. You need to set up the whole Gogeta play. So this actually counters that immediately.
So yeah, I don't think it'll stop Gogeta 7 being played, but I think at a higher level, if Gogeta 7 does win an event, it's going to be immediately in someone's sideboard.
I think everyone is going to come to an event with this in the sideboard, and it's just going to be hard mulligan to see this in turn 1 and just keep it in hand until they go for their play.
Yeah, I mean, because we have seen Gogeta 7 pop up in Piccolo Surge and stuff like that, so it's not as if the card's gone. It's not relevant as such as it was.
I mean, Jet was running
Jet
it
played
in
it in
his
Surge
Surge
Crew, yes, yeah, and he
Yeah.
won the finals, so yeah, that's a good shout there. So Gogeta 7 is still a strong card. It's one of those cards that, if it's played against you, you better be lucky. Now you have an answer to someone playing it against you. And that does, like you say, it ties us into number 4, which is our Gohan card, which is a counter-attack or counter-play card with deflect. That's an important thing there. So you have to burst 5, so it's quite costly. But when you play this card, activate this skill until the start of your next main phase. You only take 1 damage from double, triple, or quad strike cards. That's good.
Of course, it's good.
Really good.
It essentially negates the double strike, triple strikes, and quad strikes from all the cards
until your next main phase.
Yeah. So even if someone plays a 12-drop Whis against you, they can't kill you with that.
In that specific scenario, that will totally happen.
Of course, because I will get another turn, and I still will be able to only deal 1 damage with the 12-drop Whis.
I'm gonna punch you with my quad. Oh.
It's still quad strike, but
and still 40k.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
and
still,
the attack still can't be negated.
It's still good. I'd like the only problem is he's a 10k body. If he was 15k, I'd like him a little bit more, but that's not what he's there for.
I think my main issue with him is he's a free drop.
Okay. You think it's a bit too costly?
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's stopping something that's going for games, so.
Yeah. I think you're not going to ditch him on turn 3 swing of leader without anything being on board. You're not.
I mean, unless that leader is
Gohan.
Gohan.
Yeah. Okay, Gohan's a thing, but if we're not talking, remove Gohan from this equation, he's dead. He got killed by Cell.
You earn 3 life. Your opponent attacks you for game with Gohan.
You can't attack with this. Because it doesn't actually negate the attack. It just plays it.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But you counter attack with this, and the triple strike only deals 1 damage to you.
And you're just like, now what? And then they continue to try.
And they are already untapped their leader, right?
Yeah. You bait them into it, and then you're just like, GG, and they're like, crap.
Yeah, I think this is the card that might see a lot of side deck play against Gohan.
Um, Potentially main boarded in Hachiak, but other than that,
Yes,
yeah. Other than that,
because in Hachiek you would want to play it just to mill.
for the best, yeah.
Yeah,
Right. So yeah, Divine Multiverse, Gohan, counterplay, counter attack, just a really good card. But like I said, I don't think it's. I don't know. I'm questionable on whether it's getting played, but it's there for Gohan and other big boys, big boys that are
I
above him.
think at the moment, I mean, we don't know how the meta is going to
True, it's all
look
up in the
like,
air. Yeah, because
because let's be honest, before the next event is going to be played, we're already going to have set 10 in, because our
yeah,
next event is in August.
August is our next. Yeah, August is Game
Yeah, all
Expo
the
and
events
Cologne.
until end of June have been cancelled.
So Cologne and Thingy is going to be a brave new world. We're going to see a mix of set 10 and Draft Box 5. It's weird. It's weird.
Yeah, don't forget the expansion set, and I think something anniversary box.
Oh my god. So yeah, like literally, we come out with this situation, and it's a brave new
Yeah,
world for Dragon
it's
Ball.
literally a brand new
So
world.
by all means, people, please panic buy and buy $200 Draft Box 5s.
Yeah.
Yep. And then trade them for toilet roll. I will trade Draft Box 5s for toilet rolls. Or vice versa. The
By the
way
time
in
we
which I.
get to August, might be the value.
Yeah. So then we got Pepperoni coming in at number 3. It's,
Pepperoni, brilliant inventor.
I love the fact that Pepperoni made it into the top 3. He's such a weird character. But aside from that, he's pretty damn good. He's a 2-drop, 15k. Nothing special about that. And you're like, why guys, why'd you put this guy? Auto, once per turn, when your opponent activates counter skill, draw a card.
Yeah. You essentially counter their counters with this once per turn.
Oh, you negated my attack. Fine, I draw.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, cool. Like, so it's not amazing. It doesn't do anything broken, but the fact that if you
Oh, I disagree.
okay,
Normally the counter plays mostly are powerful because you get 1-for-1 or 2-for-1.
okay,
In
I see
this
where you're going.
case, he makes sure that you get that additional card advantage. If he denied of hope you 1-for-1, you draw a card. You still ended up on plus with that.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, I see where you're coming from with that. Then okay, yeah, no, that's a fair point.
That's
And,
why I think he is so high, because he's really, really strong. It's a card that you want to play set of.
oh yeah,
Just
100%. And yeah, and
just
he's an
that.
uncommon, so that's a good thing. Although we're seeing with
So
toppers.
is Topo.
I know, I knew exactly you were gonna say that. Don't think he's as good as Topper, but again,
No,
and there's
I think
also
he might be though, because he's also universal, and
yeah,
yeah,
you don't have to pay red energy for him.
yeah,
And if you're going up against a deck like, I mean, it's not really too relevant now, but like a Janemba that's just built in the gates,
yeah. You
yeah,
can try to push through.
yeah,
It's easier to push through because suddenly you have more cards, you have more resources. You don't lose resources while they'll do.
exactly. And coming in at number 2, because I was about to jump to number 1, not even a scratch, possibly the weirdest card art in the game.
I mean, let's call this card as what it should be. Rule 34. Thank you.
Yeah,
Uh, it's a negate. I mean, it's neutral negate. It's a black negate. 1 energy, counter attack, negate the attack.
it's
But
fine.
activate main. You can pay 1 energy and send the card from the drop area to your warp. Draw 1 card.
Everyone's got monkeys.
Yeah, it's a Diddy Kong on rare.
Yeah, see, all you had to do was wait for Divine Multiverse, and you were fine, guys. Just run 2
It's
of them.
interesting. The card is interesting. So you can stop a lot of attacks with it.
Mm.
And then you can still replenish your hand during your turn. It costs you energy. Essentially, you can read this card as a 2 energy negate the attack, draw a card.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. But you also like, yeah, no, I think that's just a really good way of putting it actually. And yeah, like I said, it's generic. It can go in any deck.
Mm.
I mean, so can Con technically, but like,
This is easier to get to the drop area. You don't need to combo it. You
nope,
can actually use it for its effect.
yes. Whereas if it was in a mono red deck, you would have to combo it or discard
Yeah.
it. Whereas this, you
Yeah.
actually get value out of it while it's in your hand.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think that's a really good card.
Or
And
even then, the same as DD Kong, you can just discard it when they force you to discard.
yeah, true.
And then get the cards back.
But a negate's better. You survive an attack that you might not want to take, rather than having to put 5k into it. So, our number one spot is not just one card. It is 1, 2, 3, 4 cards.
Yes.
Peter, do you want to take the number one?
One character though. So starting at the bottom, Catopesla, Universe 3 Policeman. It's Power Rangers knockoff.
Yep.
I think Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
1 drop, 5k. Check the top 7 for Universe 3. Add it to your hand, shuffle your deck. Nothing special. The reason why it's here is because it's a 1 drop Catopesla. You can also use the 1 drop Catopesla from Tournament of Power.
Yeah, the 1 drop yellow.
Yep.
And then he digivolves into
Wrong game.
Catopesla Sonic Justice. This is his speed form. He's red. He's a 15k 4 drop, but X evolve 1 on top of a Catapesa that costs 1 energy. Oh look, we have a 1 drop that searches this boy. Dual attack, barrier, auto, pay 1. When an opponent's battle card attacks with an energy cost of 4 or less, attacks, negate the attack, then negate the skill for the turn. Pretty good.
So turn 1 you drop the 1 drop. Turn 2 you evolve and have open negate. Turn 3 you go into a 5 drop Catopesla Righteous Fury. A 5 drop 25,000 critical double strike. Costs 2 energy to evolve on top of a 4 drop. And when you play this card, draw 1 card and choose one of your opponent's battle cards and send it to the owner's warp. So you attack with the 4 drop once because it has dual attack.
Yeah,
so
of course. Get that little punch in.
Yeah. Then you evolve into double strike critical, quite big. Turn 3, remember? So you strike with that. And then you pay 1 energy and evolve into Catopesla, Envoi of Justice, which is a 6 drop 30,000 power and has all the keywords from the previous one. So critical, double strike, dual attack, barrier. And when a card evolves into this card, you switch this card to active mode.
Yeah.
So from that 1 card, you can have 4 attacks, 3 of which are double strike critical.
It's really good. Really good chain.
And then it stays there. On turn 3, you can get to 30k, double strike critical, dual attack, barrier.
It's good. It's just good.
I mean, if that ain't good, I don't know what is.
And the thing is, none of this is higher than rarity.
Yes, that's why it's on the list.
Yes. But even still, right? Like, even if you could only get up to the uncommon chain, right? Like, that's still a really cost-effective chain. Like, because we don't know how price is going to play out for this set. But say the 6 drop is expensive, you don't need to go to the 6 drop.
I'm still sad that there's not a 7 drop
SR.
SR, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm really sad.
But
no, I mean there was no more cards left.
Exactly, but still, I feel like it was
nice.
built up to it, wouldn't it? Like that would have been perfect.
Yeah.
7 drop has Victory Strike. Turn 4 Victory Strike.
Please don't.
No. Bandai, stop. No, that was a joke.
No, because that sounds like Broly back in 2018 February.
Let's not do that. Let's
Because
not go about that.
Turn 4 Height of Mastery, awaken Broly into Victory Strike.
Yeah. Bad times. So yeah, that was our Divine Multiverse black cards. Very fun list. Very generic list. Like these can go into any deck really. I think no. All of them are pretty universal, right? Peter?
All of them. Yeah. All of them are mostly side deck options, I guess. Beside the chain, which is just an interesting thing to play.
Oh yeah, I think that chain is such a good thing for new players because that has a lot of mechanics.
It's also very easy to play, and you can fit it anywhere.
Yeah, I think that's a really. I'm gonna probably look into that as being a really good fun. This is a good way to learn mechanics and stuff of this game.
Yeah, because it shows you majority of the mechanics, shows you the evolve as well.
Yeah, I think that's so. Yeah, Black, you're doing good. Keep it up. Keep it up with set 10, please. Break the game. Yeah.
Please, I don't want another meta where the mono black decks are the best decks. I want black to be a support color.
That's fair. I think we're on both ends. We're on different ends because I like black for being like the Tower in the Xenoverse stuff. So thematically, I'm just like, give me the consistency. But then I also understand that where black, Santa's Fu, right? That was
Yeah.
just a really good pair one. I'm gonna draw 2 cards. Let's go back to set 3 where that card was insane.
DP Trunks.
Yeah, yeah,
Masked Saiyan. Like, I miss those times.
they were good times. But now the Dark Demon realm have arrived. Dark Empire, even I guess they're calling it in this. It's
Yeah,
my
I
Xeno.
know.
Although they're not actually strictly black, are they? Because we've seen that they're
Yeah,
selling
they're
green.
blue and green. Not blue, yellow and green.
It's Vejenks and stuff that are black in set 10. But that's set
Yeah.
10. My reaction to it on the channel. I fangirled a little bit too much, but I'm still not apologising. And stay tuned to the channel because we're going to release top 7 SRs from Divine Multiverse, and the Angels are going to be ranked. Catch us next time. Thanks for joining me, Peter.
Yep.
Hey everyone, Scott here. Thank you for watching that video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you want to continue to support LPG outside of YouTube, I would implore you to check out our Patreon, our Facebook page, twitch.tv/playersguild, and our own site, londonplayersguild.com, all of which are linked in the description below. If you can't, not a problem. We just hope you enjoyed your stay, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you.